Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to discuss about the selection of hydraulic fluids. The hydraulic fluids which are to be used in the hydraulic system that is to be properly selected in order to perform the required functions and also in order to suit the in the system during the working. And for this purpose, the first we'll see the what are the functions are to be required to be performed by the hydraulic fluids, and later what are the desirable properties also we will see that one. In consideration of that one, we'll discuss the what are the things are to be taken into care during the selecting of the hydraulic fluid or a hydraulic oil. First we'll see the what are the different functions. A hydraulic fluid has a following four primary functions. It should transmit power. The transmission of the power is the first primary function. Our need is to transmit the power. Lubricate moving parts. What are the moving parts are present in the system? Those are to be lubricated so that the friction losses are to be reduced. Seal the clearances between the mating parts. Here the between the two parts are to be joined. There the if any clearances are there, and those to be sealed by the this hydraulic fluid so that there should not be any leakage is there. The sealing also should be formed by the hydraulic fluids and dissipate heat. Along with that, during the operation, the heat will be generated due to the compression, due to the moving parts. The heat will be generated in the system, and from the one location to the another location, that heat is to be carried by the hydraulic fluid, and that is dissipated to the outside atmosphere. These are the four primary functions are to be done by the hydraulic fluids. Further, to move that one, in addition, a hydraulic fluid must inexpensive. Its cost should be less and readily available. Those should be readily available. From the selection point of view, the hydraulic fluid should have the following properties. Already in the previous session, I have discussed the some of the properties. Those properties only once again will review here, and so that the selection point of view, what are the properties are to be considered. First is a lubricity, that is means lubrication purpose. It should be available. Ideal viscosity, that is viscosity means resistance for the flow of the fluid should be less, and chemically stability, okay, the chemically it should be non-reactive during the operation. Compatibility with the system materials, it should compatible with the system material so that it should not cause any corrosion or it not cause any damage to that one materials. High degree of incompressibility means it should be incompressible, means here the fluid whatever we are using, that should whatever the pressure after the application of the pressure, it should transfer the power. It should not get compressed itself. That's why it should be high degree of incompressibility. And fire resistance should not catch the fire during the high temperature operation. And good heat transfer capability, that should transfer the heat, means the dissipation of the heat whatever is there, that should be performed. Low density, if density is lower one, the weight of the fluid will be less, so that the system weight will be lower one. Foam resistance means it should not form a foam during operation. Non-toxicity, it should not be poisonous. Okay, the non-toxicity should be there. Low volatility, it should not volatile at operating temperatures. These are the different properties. These should be fulfilled by the hydraulic fluid for the selecting as a fluid. Then this is a challenging list, and no single hydraulic fluid possesses all of these desirable properties. As I mentioned earlier, this these properties are not possessed by any of the fluid, so that we cannot get any hydraulic fluid that is directly we can use in the hydraulic system. And the fluid power designer must select the fluid that is closest to being ideal and overall for the particular application. Okay, it is closest to the whatever the desirable for the particular operation is there. And also in the further session, I am going to discuss some of the additives we are going to add into the particular hydraulic fluid in order to get the particular uh, whatever the properties is there. Good lubricity for that purpose. Some additive we are going to add. Fire resistance. Some additive we are going to add. Like that, the different additives are there. Those I will discuss in the next session. There will come to know that what are the different additives are there, so that those will make the available hydraulic fluid into a hydraulic fluid, so that that can be used in the hydraulic system. Thanks for watching. If you like, share, subscribe and comment.